Hey guys, I just want to make a very quick video before I teach an inner circle class. And you're probably thinking, John is dressing black again. John, stop culturally appropriating black people. Well, this class is going to be really quickly, even if nobody's here. I'm going to talk about why Justin Wayne's openers, it has direct, neutral, and indirect. I'm going to tell you why Justin Wayne's opener is not the solution. And you're probably like, John's quit dressing like a black guy. You gotta stop dressing black sometimes. I can't help it. I'm gonna dress black if I want to, because I'm gonna tell you why Justin Wayne's openers are flawed. All right, let's get right to it. Why does Justin Wayne's opener does not work? And I won't spend so much time here. I gotta teach an inner circle class. All right, let's go to the whiteboard, or should we say blackboard? Yeah, I mean, where the fuck is my pen? Oh fuck, I just had. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So basically, we already know that direct does not actually work. It is a complete waste of time. But Justin Wayne's openers always starts with what they call a tester. Okay, tester. So what he'll ask is, "Excuse me, real quick, I have a question." And the girl will react in 3 different ways. Number 1, she's gonna smile, kind of like yee. And when she smiles, he usually goes direct. Okay? So that transitions into a direct. D-I-R-E-C-T. Another thing that he transitions into, if she gives like a half frown, okay, is he goes, what's it called? Neutral. So he might be something like N-E-U-T-R-A-L, neutral. So he might be like, yeah, you got this artsy vibe, right? Oh yeah, high five. My name is Justin, by the way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like absolutely. Like, so what's your name? Oh, really? Nah. Oh my God, you can't be like that person because I used to know a girl named Sarah and stuff like that, and one time she ate sand or something, and then I made fun of her and I teased her, and then she slapped me across the face. So neutral is the second opener, and the last one is called indirect. Okay, indirect. But this sounds like a very good strategy because you can match the facial expressions to it. If that makes sense. Hey man, what's up? So basically, I'll tell you why that's flawed, okay? It seems like a perfect formula. It seems like the most perfect formula. Hopefully you can see this. There it is. Tester, direct, neutral, indirect. So why is this fucking flawed? Well, first of all, we gotta look at Justin Wayne's testimonial count. What do you guys think it is? I mean, we know Justin Marks is 6 for all the programs. We know Brad Ass Kiss is 0 for his products, and it is 2 for his boot camps. We know that for other products like Todd Valentine or Bullshit Time, he has only 1 testimonial for his product and 1 for his boot camp after so many years of teaching. How many does Justin Wayne have? He has 8 testimonials. So 8 testimonials of student results. Okay? And most of the students are instructors. Okay? Most of the students are instructors. And most likely, I am probably the 9th testimonial, but indirectly, I'm not going to give a testimonial. I used to teach his style of game in 2015, early 2015. That's when I officially was using my style, but I transitioned more to a same-day lay style because I was field testing every single system from beginning to end. I needed to test everything. I was obsessed with every aspect of game for Daygame. I hyper-focused. However, 8 testimonials, and you have to ask yourself, well, this sounds like a foolproof plan. So why does it only lead to 8 testimonials? And if I'm the 9th testimonial, and Justin used to send students my way, at 2015, he would say, John, John's actually one of the best dating coaches in the world. So go train under John. He's the newer up and coming coach. He's one of the best in the world. And he sent me a few students, and some of my students, although they turned into sociopathic dickheads, One guy, he got like 7 lays in a row, and he banged like 4 or 5 of them in a public bathroom in the campus. And his brother had autism. He had autism and Asperger's. And what happened was they were very angry at me because I wasn't able to teach him at that time. So I create Elite 30 from hard case to hero as my apology. And so I create a brand new system for hard cases and impossible cases. But this is one of the things I talked about: direct, neutral, and indirect. So what is the flaw with this? Number one, the reason why it doesn't work is because of one thing: direct. So direct is a cancer. Direct is a cancer. No matter how many times that you try to go direct, it kills all the testimonials. That means, wait a minute, John, direct is only when she smiles. Direct is only when she smiles. So why the fuck is this, hey John, hey, what's up? So why is direct so dangerous in this funnel where he can look for the reactions? If you're a tall black guy, okay, and I'm dressing like a black guy today, so don't mind me, okay? I just like to dress black sometimes, all right? Even with this red jacket from Enis clothing, whatever it's called. Yeah, I used to dress kind of blackish, so don't mind me like that. So once you go direct, you guys can see that it kills testimonials. So you're saying that John, just because he went direct, just for a little bit, as a black guy who's a positive stereotype, even if he's ugly, because looks don't really matter. You gotta imagine if someone's wearing a face mask and all you see is the hairstyle, you see the bulk, the body, and you see the height. That's really all it is. So looks don't matter. In my student results, it's all about the height, the race. And the guy might say, well, I'm 5'8", right? Or not, Justin's taller than 5'8". I know his real height. I'm not gonna tell it to the world. I'd rather keep it a secret. Okay, I know exactly Justin when it's down to the inches. But however, let's keep that as a mystery. But if you're 5'8" and you're wearing dress shoes, you're 5'9", so it doesn't even matter. So direct kills testimonials. There are 3 things that kills all testimonials. Number one, kills testimonials. Kills testimonials. So number one is direct, okay? Direct openers. D-I-R-E-C-T, openers. This is the most dangerous thing on earth, is direct game. Number 2 is validation. And the problem is, I think Justin Mark and Todd Valentine loves validation. And that's why in Daygame, they only have 1 testimonial each. Validation is not something you want to use. You don't want to use validation. That's very dangerous. It's evidence. It's not my opinion. It's evidence, because Justin Wayne also uses validation. You know what he says? You know what? It's like, I love Russian girls. Cool, 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 cool. So I love Russian girls. Cool, 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 cool. What does that mean? Or else they're like, oh, nice. Oh, wow. Or else he'd be like, hey, how you doing? I just want to talk to you real quick. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Hands in the pocket. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Or else they're like, oh, wow. Wow, it's so wonderful. I'm getting validation. Oh, cool. She needs to be validated. No, she does not need to be validated. Never use validation. It is cancer. Direct, validation, and romance. All these are cancer. So you never ever want to use the 3 tumors or cancers of the game. That means the less romance you use, the more testimonials you'll get. But however, even 1% of romance, because this is the boyfriend-girlfriend frame. That means you need to be a positive stereotype of certain ethnicities and height that you get automatic girlfriends. So if you use even 1% of romance, you rather not risk it, because you want to build a game not just for a few, you want to build a game for everyone. And romance is not necessary, because you can close with the girlfriend process. The more you bang her, the more she gets clingy and she turns into your girlfriend. And she says, what are we? what are we? It's like, are we like friends? Are we like fuck buddies? Are we? It's like boyfriend girlfriend. And she's like, okay. So you don't need romance. All these things do not deserve to be in your funnel. So therefore, just because he used a tester and she gives a smile and then he goes direct because he's black, that automatically kills all the testimonials. Hope that makes sense. So direct is cancer. Direct is, just even if it's part of this 3 process, it is complete cancer. So, the 3 tumors, exactly. The 3 tumors. So never go direct. You know, direct is the most dangerous thing ever. You can never like go direct, you know, because like when you're talking to her, like when you going direct and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can say like, oh my god, you're very sexy, and that's not what you want to do. Like that's not what you want to do. Like because yeah. I mean because okay, you got high five for that. You know, by the way, I was like going this way. I'm looking for a place called Jugo Juice. Yeah, I mean it's a very healthy juice bar. Oh, you actually know where it is? Okay. Yeah. By the way, yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. So basically, you do not go. So indirect, neutral, and direct. But that's the thing. Neutral is not the only opener. Like creative and artistic vibe, whatever the fuck that means. Neutral can flow into adaptive to make it work better. I invented adaptive openers in Vancouver. So instead, excuse me real quick, I have a question. You have a creative, okay? Creative equals X, okay? Artistic equals Y. And R, U, and artist. So let's fix this funnel. Equals Z. So we can replace X, Y, and Z. And the reason why this needs to be replaced is because in Vancouver, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, especially Sunday till the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, if you try to go direct, all the women will cock block you and all reject you because they think it sounds like a PUA. In Vancouver, there's lots of PUAs that are approaching around that time. So I have to invent something new. So instead of creative, you have blonde hair and you're very tall. Are you from Sweden or are you Swedish? Does that make sense? Now you have a new opener. So this corrects the neutral. It doesn't have to be creative and artistic, although you can use it from Mondays to Thursdays, not Fridays to Sunday, or at least mid-Sunday. That's very dangerous. That is gonna be game over in Vancouver because the women, they know when there's a PUA coming. Whenever she senses a PUA, she'll walk away inside the store. So what you want to do is not be like a PUA at that particular time. So you can see direct has affected everything. Neutral is not the answer, and indirect is not the answer. There are some dumb motherfucking faggots out there that believes that direct is good for beginners. It is not good for beginners because it's only good for people that have no facial expressions, no tonality changes. Because when you try to flirt or you try to do whatever and you pull her home, like some of my students without any sort of emotional intelligence, they'll pull her home and then what happened is he starts flirting and starts touching. And she's like, what the fuck? This guy has a penis. And she wants to get the fuck out of there. So direct will give you intentions. Those are only for the students that have absolutely no fucking emotional intelligence, that are unteachable, hard cases, or impossible cases, unteachable cases. That's the only one instances where direct will work because you couldn't even fucking change your tonality. However, neutral, you can use creative and artistic. However, you want to go to adaptive. So basically, what is the solution, John? I'm glad you asked, even though you didn't fucking ask. So the solution is not to go direct. That means this needs to be removed from the funnel. It is the most dangerous motherfucking thing on planet Earth. Yeah. I have a penis, by the way. Okay, well, so basically, now that you know direct, this can never be part of your game, not even 1%. You put 1% direct, it is game over, guys. You'll never, ever get the testimonial results. that led to 8 testimonials, and most of which, probably 9 testimonial, are all instructors, except for one Asian guy or other Asian guy who is a good-looking Asian guy that looks exactly like my cousin who got married to a white girl. Go figure. Tall, good-looking, handsome Asian guy. So he's like, yeah, I got that token Asian. There's always that one token Asian. It's always that one token Asian, you know, like that token Asian. That one token Asian, and all of a sudden they think their game is like transferable. But that's not the case. So do not go direct. So the answer is, should you go direct? I'm 6 foot, blonde hair. How should I approach? I don't have time to answer a question. I know who you are. I know who you are. So yes or no? Should you go direct?
Hell no.
No, no, no. To the no. Hell no, no. To the no, no, no. So the answer is, should you go direct?
No, no. To the no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no. To the no, 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 no. No, no.
So now that you know not to go direct and how dangerous it is, so go neutral? No, go at. So now is the solution. What should you do? Today's YouTube live may be even shorter, but I'm going to give you some real golden nuggets that you guys can start using. How do you use transition from indirect approach? That's the good question. Now that's the right question. I like that. I like that. For COVID-19, how are you going to win the game? First of all, you got to take away Justin Wayne's tester concept, because you don't need to know based on, you know, whether she's smiling, giving a half smile, or frown. And then what she'll give you is that if you were a short 5'6", 5'4", fucking short Asian guy, right? What do you think she's gonna give you? Is she gonna give you a big smile like this? No, because even if you went direct, what you're getting is what they call a false positive. A false positive. So when you think I'm giving her direct, I'm giving her a compliment and then giving her validation, kind of like Todd Valentine. Hey, yeah, I thought you're very adorable. Oh, a cute boy's talking to you. Oh wow, it's so adorable. He does this. Oh yeah, and then he starts following her. It's so adorable. I'm a cute boy. You're a fucking older than me, Todd, and you look like an old fucking creepy motherfucker. You're not a boy. You are a grown ass man. So stop saying, oh yeah, boy, talking, it's so adorable. So that is not the answer. So if you're a 5'4" Asian, what are you gonna get all the time? You're probably gonna get like this kind of face. You see that? She's gonna give you that fucking frown all the time. So you already know that if you're short, indirect is the only answer. Doesn't mean you stay indirect. So will a person who is short, right, would they ever go direct?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Exactly. He said it correctly. So basically, you get a frown upside down, and that's a problem. So for neutral, let's just say, for example, you're like me, you're John Elite, you're 5'7", you're still fucking short like a midget. Okay, you're still fucking short, but you're gonna get a little bit of a slight smile at the end here. You see that? Because I'm actually pretty damn good looking, except I'm getting a little bit chubby now. Before I was better looking, so I'm not super good looking, but good looking enough. So I'll get like a neutral, like that smile at the end. You know what I mean? So should I go neutral? Should I just go neutral because my SMV is going to get that reaction all the time? So of course not. That's fucking stupid. Why the fuck would I go neutral? Because Justin Wayne says you gotta match it. That means I'm gonna lose some of the leads. That means you want to open up the net for the leads. So if I was a tall black guy or a black looking guy and I was, you know, whatever ethnicity that's not black, but I look black, I could be like Sir Lincoln, or maybe I look like white or whatever. And like I said, white people have a 10 SMV. 10 for natural status. So if you think, oh, I'm white, I'm short, doesn't fucking matter. You wear dress shoes and you're just white. Even my bald, ugly, white 5'7" student, he's fucking banged the women way harder than his look scale. So, yeah, so what the fuck? You should see my other white students. My other 5'7" white student can same day lay and he can bang women around like 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. He pulled 3 women home and fucked them. And they're in the bathtub. They're like Justin Wayne quality women because he's white. But doesn't mean all white people can do it. Doesn't mean all white people. I fix his social calibrations. But just because he's white doesn't mean he needs to go direct. He's short. So what's the solution? What's the solution, John? So do you go like neutral or do you go direct? No, of course not. All right, so basically, I'm white. Of course you are. I know you are. So, sorry, I just got this from Amazon right now. That's why I started going YouTube Live, so I don't have to cough so fucking much. So what's the answer? What's the answer? 10 natural status. Because they're looks deniers or they're value deniers. Looks for white people, money, status, social skills, social calibrations, emotional intelligence. So rather than denying value, I'm just saying for the status or natural status, white people have a 10 out of 10 automatically, no matter how fucking ugly they are. Automatically, I hate to tell you that. Even my ugly, student who's like 50 years old has a 10 out of 10 natural status. He's always like, John, thank you for calling me ugly. It's no problem. I just want to say, you're welcome. You're welcome. You ugly motherfucker who slayed in the game under my coaching in Kaizen. So he's in part Elite 60. Okay, so you don't know who I am. Stop trying. I'm from UK, fam. Okay, thank God I'm white. Yeah, exactly. It's time to celebrate. So basically, you don't want to go any of this shit. You don't. You want to start with number 1, indirect. But you don't stay in indirect. Because we already know that whenever you stop her, when you're asking for directions, you can stop anyone in the tracks. So she's walking or whatever to her location. Okay? Let's just say she needs to go somewhere, right? She's gonna go grocery store. That's her. Okay? So women, she's going this way. If she's going really fast and you walk past her, you open, and then that's you, the man. And you go indirect, she can't run any further. You might do a point stop. Excuse me, I was going over there. I was looking for a place called Zara. Do you know where I can find it? I know you're very busy and we should be social distancing. And there's this virus thing going around. Don't worry, I'm healthy. Anyways, I was saying, now she's fucking caught in your fucking kill zone. Like an ambush. You understand that? She's caught in your now fucking kill zone. Now she can't fucking walk. And then you transition out of it. Oh, by the way, I just noticed something else about you. She's like, what? I've noticed that you look like you're blonde and you're tall. Aren't you from Sweden? Are you Swedish? Oh my God, I'm not Swedish, but I'm Polish. You see that? Now she's stuck. And they can use another statements of empathy. I know it's random. Like, seriously, nobody talks to each other anymore with this social distancing. I know, and now she's happy. So by going indirect and switching not to neutral or direct, I mean, direct's cancer. You switch to adaptive openers, and then you switch to statements of empathy, and then you switch over to calling out elephant in the room. Okay? SECRE. It almost sounds like secret. But do you see that? Now you have won the game. Now you can open every single set. So if you went direct, as I said before, it becomes a Tinder street game, a swiping left or swiping right. And most of the time she swipes left. I have a new student who bought the Elite Bundle. I won't say where you're from. For some reason, he was using direct game, and he can only get instant date every single 2 weeks. For him, however, he never thought about this formula. He always went direct because some Asian companies always said go direct. because somehow it's more masculine. And that's complete bullshit. I have to change his fashion so he does not get this fucking frown that's turned upside down. So do you listen to these stupid Asian dating coaches talking stupid advice?
To the no, 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 hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 hell no, no, to the no, no, hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 hell to the.
So adaptive openers, no, it's called indirect to adaptive openers. Statements of empathy whenever you see her afraid, and then calling out the elephant in the room, and then transitioning. It doesn't have to be exactly the right order. There's no structure to my game. It's always adaptive depending on her in real time. So for you autistic people who cannot read facial expressions, right, this would be a little bit hard for you because my game was not designed for super autistic. Does that make sense? Super autistic is for direct, when you don't care about results, when you just want to take massive action and get massive value and get no results. And people get mad at me for having student results. They're like, John, the student doesn't want to get results. They want massive value. Yeah, they sure want massive value. They want massive value. They can go to RSD and get massive value, massively not getting laid. This is how you do it. Direct is cancer. Direct is cancer, whether it is part of this structure. As soon as there's any direct validation or romance, there is going to be no testimonials. Not at that particular time within the first 4 or 5 months. So therefore they don't get testimonials. That's why Justin Wayne only has 8. So should you go direct, or should you ever? Adaptive is okay if your SMV is decent and once in a while you just want to do it. It will still work very well. But since it's COVID-19, and John Elite's system, which is Elite 30, is the only system in the entire world, of course with the bundle, is the only day game system in the world that works so far in the entire world. How many people is there in this entire world? We got to look up the population, okay? If I were to look up the population of the Earth, I want to see how many people exist on Earth. Do you guys know the answer? So that means only John Elite's day game system works. 7 billion, okay? Population. P-O-P, Earth, yeah. It might be a little bit higher now. 7.594 billion. That means only one system works. John Elite system. So if this is only one system that works, and COVID-19, there's going to be a lot more testimonials I'm going to read out during this time, so you guys can see it. Because if they didn't make a video testimonial, I can read it out. So therefore, I'm going to post 100 video testimonials, even if I have to read it out. Of course, saying something is cheap. Talk is cheap. I'm going to show it. So that way you can see the difference where validation, romance, and direct will kill your game. So John Elite system works exactly. So instead of trying to buy new systems during the pandemic, as you guys have seen, it didn't always lead to results because they're delusional. They have higher SMV. So they're using the system, sometimes going direct, sometimes going neutral. It's not built for someone with low SMV. You're always using the system. If their systems or products before has very few testimonials or late testimonials, what makes you think their future products will actually have any testimonials? Why not hold on to your money and hold on to your dicks, because you just need to get their dick out of your mouth of these other dating coaches. Why don't you just hold on to your money, wait a few months and see if there's actually any testimonials? And most likely there'll be 0 during COVID-19 for their systems. And instead, at this point, then invest into Elite 30. I mean, if $160 is a lot of money for you, just breathe in that COVID air and die a horrible death. Metaphorically speaking, of course. If this is all the solution, Elite 30, social skills is the solution, and not going direct is the solution, then get the fucking product. Stop being a cheap motherfucker. Use your stimulus money because you have no skills to pay for it.
and get the elite bundle, just like somebody else yesterday. That's all I gotta say. And follow this structure. Because COVID-19, that gaming shit will not work. They're scared. You're wearing a fucking mask, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, you fucking, oh, look at your legs, it's sexy, and then you have nice hair, but your roots are showing. She's like, what the fuck? Eject, eject. This guy is fucking crazy. This guy is uncalibrated, because you need social skills in order to infiltrate all the tribes to build trust during COVID-19, not socio skills. You can't just game skill everything. You can't just game skill conversations. Maybe that will work in a country that does not actually have English speaking people, or ESLs, English as a second language, where both of you sound like autistic fucks. Maybe something like that, and you can SMV it. But in this case, just follow this fucking step. Direct as cancer. Next time I'm on YouTube Live, I will talk about Todd Valentine and why his system's not very scientific, and why there's only one testimonial for his product, 0 during COVID-19, and only 1 for his bootcamp results. One. It's always the same shit. Why isn't people listening? It's evidence. This is not my opinions. This is evidence. This is proven. This is a fact. For Daygame, these 3 things are the biggest cancer in Daygame. They need to be cut out from your lives forever. So how exactly can I calculate my SMV? For fuck's sakes, more stupid questions. All right. It's not looks. Nobody gives a fuck about looks. It's your golden ratio. So go to prettyscale.com and check how you rank there. Because if you're an ugly motherfucker, but you have a high golden ratio, the woman always is within your golden ratio. And how wide is your shoulders? Okay? How wide is your shoulders? If you got narrow shoulder like a girl, right, then you're obviously gonna get rejected. Adaptive approach. Okay. So let's just go to Google. Okay. I know I should not be teaching you guys this. Give me a thumbs up if you're learning something. This is the kind of stuff I should be teaching the inner circle, but they learn much more advanced things. Okay. So fashion. Women. So 2020. So if I were to open somebody, the way they dress, you can practice using, so for example, let's just say over here, you have this sort of weird fashion. So what would I say to these kind of women dressing in this weird kind of shit? Excuse me real quick, I have a question. I was just curious, the way you dress, you have this sort of Paris fashion, and sort of weird. Okay, you might have this sort of fashionable and Paris kind of fashion. Are you from France? You see that? X, Y, and Z is replaced. And then maybe you have, let's say, another women. Let's see, women. Maybe I shouldn't put women fashion, just women 2020, how they look like. Ew, these are ugly women. Okay. So, for example, you see the way they dress, very formal, right? So you'd be like, excuse me real quick, I have a question. You're dressing in a very formal way and you look like you run a business. Are you an entrepreneur? You see what I mean? You're like, oh shit. So John's system has 1 million openers. You're like, what the fuck? So John created this. This is John's contribution to the world. A generator of 1 million fucking openers. 1 million. Holy shit. John just gave you a formula. Basically, you can come up with 1 trillion openers. And this is what the bootcamp student learned. You're like, holy shit, this is powerful technology. Now, if you change a hybrid strategy with indirect, and then you switch to adaptive, right? By the way, I just noticed something about you. It's kind of like in the moment. Holy shit, I just noticed there's a booger in your nose. And then she's like, holy fuck. And then she's like, what? Because it's in the moment. It's natural. It's not about tactics. It's about social calibrations. It's about social intelligence. John, I want the video of you going to Thailand getting 100 lays. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll just post it for free, right? And just say, you want to buy my product, right? Just check it out, right? That'll be hilarious. I just be like, here, everyone, have it for free, right? Just train under me. Have it under me. It's on me. So, right, like fuck you all, kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm planning it possibly after COVID-19 is over. I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know how to travel. I have no sense of direction. I'm kind of retarded, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. What if they don't have a good fashion? What if they don't have a good fashion? What do you do then? So let's just say, for example, they're gross-looking women. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's just say they dress like this, right? Just disgusting, very casual. Excuse me, real quick. I have a question. You look like somebody who is very conservative and much older. Are you like a MILF or something? She's like, what? You know, like a MILF, you know, like the mothers I want to fuck. No, I'm just joking. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm Asian. I could get away with these kind of things. By the way, you know what else I noticed about you? It's like, what? You look like somebody who used to be like from a Slavic country. You used to be very hot and guys used to pick on you, like pick you up all the time, right? And this happening again. What the fuck? Why are you doing this to me? It's your fault. No, I'm just joking. By the way, my name is Jonathan. See what I mean? So there's a million openers. And a lot of people wonder, why is this so automatic? Because I've Kaizen this stuff. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. This is like really, really, let's see. Okay. Excuse me real quick. I have a question, right? Do you know where I can find like this bar and grill? You guys look like you are absolute foodies, right? Because they're fat. You got it? Because they're chubby. They look like foodies. And they'll be like, oh, by the way, okay, I gotta grab something to eat. Did you know that for America, over 70% are obese? No, I'm just joking. I'm just trying to be funny. No, I don't even care. I'm gonna walk away. So no, this is stupid. It's funny, but that's just how I think. So let's see here. Other women. Okay. Excuse me real quick. I have a question. You have this red dress and you look like you're part of, it says veteran. Are you like trying to imitate the Kool-Aid guy, you know, that jumps right through the wall? I'm trying to do the same thing because I have this, you know, big red shirt. I guess we're dressed the same, except mine doesn't say veteran. Oh, by the way, you know what else I noticed about you right now? What? I also noticed that, you know, you look like you're going to a festival. Where are you going? Oh, actually, we're going to this veterans, you know, whatever, because we want to celebrate how soldiers used to fight and stuff. And you know what? Hey, also, don't worry. I mean, you can see right now, right, that people don't talk to each other. There's social distancing. But, you know, for me, you know, this virus shit going around, I don't have it. I'm healthy. How about you? Are you healthy? You are healthy. Oh, now we have something in common. You see what I mean? It's like my brain processes all this stuff naturally. I'm not a natural, but this stuff happens so easily. Oh, by the way, so what's your name? You look like a Veronica. It's like, I'm not Veronica, I'm black. Was it Kaisha or something? No, of course not. It is actually Crystal. Oh, speaking of Crystal, right? You know, I have a crystal ball right here. And you know what it says right now? She's like, what? I don't know. It's just like, it says that I'm going to leave this conversation in 5 minutes until you're more interesting. So anyways, I was saying the reason I walked here was because I was curious. You ladies are all dressed in red. So I had to know. So what's your name, by the way? Oh, your name is whatever, and your name is whatever. I shake your hands like this. My name is Jonathan. But the thing is that all this comes very naturally. All this comes very naturally. And that's the important thing. Well, anyways, that's all I got to say for today. I hope you guys learned a lot. In fact, give it a thumbs up if you like it. And from now on, if everyone makes a switch, okay? Everyone makes a switch, guess what happens? We'll solve the problem with Daygame for the rest of the world. And do we ever have to go back to direct game?
Hell no. to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no.
Do we have to go back to Justin Wayne's game?
To the no, no, no. Yeah, no, no. To the no, no. Yeah, to the
Do we have to get our testimonials like, you know, completely gone?
no, 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 no. Yeah, to the no, no.